Okay, here's the big one. I knew something that I'm taking with me this year. Can you see this? Custom Dynamics Pro something. Pro lights. Pro lamp. Custom Dynamics. And what's happening here is on my bike is a 2006 Harley Davidson Road Glide. I took off the original headlamps probably in 2000. That was after the first year I went to Sturgis. When I got out there, I saw how the stock headlamps just didn't do anything. And it was after dark, it's black. There are not many street lamps around to illuminate the streets, so it's just dark. And if there's no moon out, man, it's almost pitch black. So I got the headwinds, LCD lamps, and they work a great deal, but a couple of years ago, when I was in Sturgis last, just on the side here, when I was in Sturgis last, for some reason I was in Deadwood with my friend, and my headlights didn't come on. And that was not the first time. One night we left, what did we leave? We left the Chip. We left the Chip after a concert. I turned everything on, started the bike up, took off. My headlamps didn't come on. I rode the motorcycle all the way from Buffalo Chip to Belle Fourche. And that's a good, I don't know, 25 miles or so, maybe. And it was dark. I was afraid. You know what gave me light? I was able to see were my signal lamps, the LCDs. They were shining enough light. They were spewing like a spit. They were throwing enough light out that I could actually see the road. And that was just with my 2 signal lamps. I was like, wow, thank God I had those changed out, right? There we go. Pro Beam. Pro Beam, that's right, LED. So, when I was in Sturgis and my lights went out on me, I pulled the fairing off, I pulled the lights out, I looked at everything. There was nothing obvious. I couldn't find a short. I don't know why the lights were going out. The switch was working well. There was no short in the switch. I don't know. I know I didn't like it. Then when we were in Deadwood that night, I was with my friend Bones, and he said, hey, look, man, just stay close to me. I was like, man, it's as black as I don't know what up here. But hey, I had to get back to the pad, right? But then all of a sudden, the lights came on. I have no idea what that's about. I don't know why. No, these new lights, these LCDs are a sealed unit. So maybe something inside that unit is malfunctioning. After it gets heated up or something, then it doesn't work for a while, then it works again. I don't know. I know I didn't like it. I said, well, this is $900, hoping that I make the right choice, right? It's a more modern light anyway. Pro Beam by Custom Dynamics. And my light, like I said, I don't even think they make lights anymore, so headlights anymore, so gotta try this guy out. So that's what's happening here. Let me see what else. All right, one more thing new that I'm taking this year. Almost forgot it. Let's check this out. See that? Yeah. You know what this is? It's an air pump. You say, why am I getting this? Well, it's supposed to be small, compact. You know, when you're on your bike and you're riding, you're supposed to check your tire pressure every time you get up in the morning or whatever. And sometimes you'll check it and find out that you need some air. But the gas station across the street where you're staying has an air pump, but it's not working. Or you go there and it has 5 or 6 people waiting for it. 2 people. That to me, if it's a car, it's just that's one person too much. So I'm going to take this with me this year. So if I need air, I can do it right there. I haven't opened it, as you can see. We'll open this together right now. As a friend of mine was asking me, he said, what the hell, man, you a Boy Scout? I said, well, I used to be, but no, not a Boy Scout. I just like to be prepared, do what I can do, and the best that I can do it. If stuff happens, you know, shit happens. What are you gonna do, right? Can't do anything about that. Stuff is gonna happen, but don't let it be because you neglected to do something that you could have done something about. This is just something on me. I don't think this is absolutely necessary, but let's check it out. I think it's small, so it shouldn't take up much room. Check this. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Check it out. Oh yeah, look at that, will ya? Really nice, tight little package here. Huh. Little box here, let's see what's inside here. Oh man, getting old. Being on my toes like this isn't helping. Ah. Oh, that's a little bit better. Well, I just broke my air pump. I hope not. You know what? If that little tumble is gonna mess it up, it's not worth the money I paid. I think I paid, I don't know, $80 for this thing, something like that. Let's check this box out. Actually got a deal on it. Okay, here we go. What we got in here? Woo! Check it out. Here's a tube. But this is it. Anyway, like I was saying, somebody was complaining that what they didn't like was that they had to insert the hose into the unit first and then hook it up to the tire. And the reason they didn't like it because this was like a two-way. Once you went onto the tire, air started coming out through it. I said, well, that makes sense. You know, come on, really? So, anyway, I don't know what the complaint was. Nice small unit. It's going to fit in my 60 bar 2500, 3200, whatever that thing is. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Got a booklet. Has a separate pouch here. I'm going to think that's for the hose. See? Check this. There it is. Nice tight little unit. Okay, I want to give you a quick demo on how this air pump works. I also want to show you that when I had my new tire put on, I had a 90-degree valve put on, so it'd be easier, at least on the rear wheel, to put air in it. So that's it right there. So let's hook this thing up and see what happens. Oh, by the way, if you get this pump, they have preset tire pressures that you can use, but there is not a setting for motorcycles. You have to use the bicycle setting, and that would allow you to set it anywhere from 30 psi up to 140 psi or something like that. Let's give this a shot. Let's see what happens. I got everything hooked up. Going to turn the unit on. I'm going to apologize now if you can't see this too good, but the lighting's not too good right here. But here we go. Turning the unit on. It's set on 42 psi because I got it locked on the bicycle mode. And I'm going to hit the button here. Guess I didn't do that right. Let's try again. Okay, let's try. Hit the 40, supposed to go to 42. Worked as advertised. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in Sturgis. Okay, hey, thanks again for joining me. That's going to be all the show and tell today. Try to keep this kind of short. I think it's already getting to be kind of long, but I just thought it was important to show you those items, and I'm going to be showing the installation of the Pro Beam headlights when I get around to that, which won't be for another week or so. But I did want to go over verbally some things to consider when talking about going to Sturgis. And one of the things is, we know, is tires. Make sure you have good tires. Check your tire pressure on a regular basis, preferably in the morning before you hit the road again. Check your tire pressure. You want to check your headlight, you want to check your lights, make sure everything is working, all your signals, all your brake lights, things like that of that nature. Your oil, make sure you have a nice oil change prior to hitting the road. Maybe even consider taking a quart of oil with you, just in case something weird happens and you say, oh my God, I'm a half a quart low. It doesn't hurt to have that quart of oil with you. Now the battery. Now, my battery, believe it or not, has been in my motorcycle, my '06 Road Glide, for more than 3 years. It's getting kind of lengthy for a Harley Davidson motorcycle battery to last that long. That's primarily because I keep it on a trickle charger. But I tried to start the bike the other day and it kind of went click, then it started. So I'm thinking, you know what, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to replace the battery. And honestly speaking, I was thinking about getting one of the new lithium batteries. They got the Titan 8, I believe. It's supposed to be one of the best battery. Also has titanium in it to help suppress some of the tendencies that come along with being a lithium battery. Anyway, for $700, I don't want to do that right now, so I won't be getting that battery. Maybe in the next couple of years. I will get a, what they call an AGM battery. It will be a stock Harley battery. I think I can get one with 500 cranking amps. That's good enough for right now. I just want to make sure I have a good battery so I don't have to be concerned about that. Right now I'm kind of concerned about it, and if that's on my mind, I don't like it. Check your shocks, make sure your shocks are good. If you need to change out your front springs, do that. Your rear shocks, make sure you got some good shocks. Stock shocks, been my experience, they're not that great. And let me see, backrest. Remember, when you're packing your clothes, roll everything as much as you possibly can. Just roll them all. You get more in there. Try not to overpack. It's tempting to take this in case of that, and that just in case of this. That's how we were raised, most of us, I think. I know I was. Oh yeah, don't forget to take this. Don't forget to take that. Next thing you know, you don't have room for anything. When you get to Sturgis, or wherever you're going on that long trip, you're going to probably buy some t-shirts. And if you need a pair of jeans, you can go buy a pair of jeans if you need another pair. And check all your boats, the important boats, and things like that. Check all your boats. Check your brakes. Make sure you have good brakes before you hit that road. And check your brake fluid. Anyway, these are just some minor things. And many of us are seasoned riders, like to ride long distance. Some don't, but these are just a few things to think of and to look at and have fun. It's all about fun, man. It's going to be some crazy weather. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I took a ride not too long ago, and I got rained on. They said, well, why did you come back? Why did you continue to ride? I said, it's just rain. I'm not going to stop because it's raining, right? Nah, I got to keep going. I said, every time I go to Sturgis, I don't think there's only been maybe 1 year in 22 years plus that I've gone to Sturgis that it did not rain from here to Sturgis and from Sturgis back home. Typically, I get caught in rain every single year. Don't mind getting caught in rain. This is damn storms. When the wind is blowing 30, 40 miles per hour, that's what kicks your butt, man. Let me tell you, I'm just, keeping it real, right? Anyway, James T signing off. I will be coming back with you with the installation of my Pro Beam headlights for the 2006 Harley Davidson Road Glide, because it's a 2006. There's not a lot out there for older bikes like that. As a matter of fact, someone informed me that Harley may not even service my bike if it needs anything these days. What are you gonna do, right? My philosophy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like my bike. I don't particularly want a brand new one. I don't want to spend the $40,000 to get one anyway. I keep closing my eyes. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in. I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing everyone in Sturgis. Gonna have a blast. It's always a blast. I intend to get there at least by the 1st, maybe a little bit earlier. I will be staying in Belle Fourche with my buddy. And man, I am looking to have some fun. Yes, I enjoyed the ride out. I cannot lie. It gets to be a bit monotonous, but I do enjoy it. Anyway, James T out. Y'all take care and keep the rubber side down. I'll see you there.